What's happening, Who Dat Nation? Welcome into today's episode of Saints Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, as normal, Trace Girouard, and in today's show, we're talking real football because football's back, baby. It feels so good to be talking ball, not just talking news and rumors, but to be talking actual football. I can't wait to break this all down. We're talking news and updates and all the takeaways from day one of Saints OTAs. But before we get to that, if you want more OTA videos, I'm going to need about 300 likes on this video. I need everyone to take 5 seconds, stop what you're doing, hit the thumbs up icon, and then scroll back up so that way we can start talking about Derek Carr because, man, he moved well. He was able to get in and out of the huddle pretty quickly. He was managing the offense well. And when I say managing the offense, bear in mind, it's all very slow. It's very slow pace, no contact, but he did a good job of moving around, using good footwork. He communicated well with the rest of the team, and he did a good job of managing how he is, not managing, but going about his processes and going about getting chemistry with the players and everything. And when you look at this picture, I think it's so awesome. First takeaway from this, DC looks shredded, dude. He looks big. He looks like he's been in the gym. I clearly need to get back in there, but he looks like he spent all offseason in the gym, not eating Chipotle like me. That being said, if Derek Carr works for this team, if he works out and he is a good football player, this team could be absolutely dangerous. There's so many weapons. We've shown you the graphic of the 10 just offensive weapons, and you can't even list all of the players in that list. But this team has the potential to be absolutely great. They could be dangerous, and there could be a lot of noise made down in New Orleans. Out of Louisiana, the black and gold are going to be awesome this year, and I cannot wait to watch them. I mean, obviously it's OTAs. I'm sorry if I'm getting too excited, but man, it's just so fun to watch real football. It's so fun to see these guys performing well and getting into the practice facilities and getting in those reps and building chemistry, building that camaraderie, getting football ready. And Foster Moreau is a big part of that as well. He's the most recent addition, or one of the more recent additions of the New Orleans Saints. He was present at OTAs. In terms of limitations, not much at all. He was active. He was catching passes. He was running around. He was out there being a big piece of the OTAs. And this picture coming in from Boot Crew Media. Love what those guys do over there. I just thought that this was really cool. You got Olave, you got Foster Moreau, and I think that this was such a cool opportunity for Foster Moreau. And I'm going to keep continuing to say this. I absolutely love this addition. Not only does it address a massive position of need and a massive, hole on the offense for the Saints. They brought back a hometown kid. They brought back a little LSU Tiger. They brought back a guy who has familiarity and chemistry with their current quarterback. This could not have been a better move. And when you pair him next to Chris Olave, I mean, come on, man. It's going to be fireworks. It's going to be beautiful things down in the Crescent City. So, guys, I'm curious. There was a lot of really good additions made to the Saints through the draft, through free agency. So I'm curious, what was your favorite addition to the Saints this offseason? One rule, you can't say Derek Carr because obviously that's the biggest move. That's the biggest addition. But that's my one rule. You can't say Derek Carr. What is your favorite addition this offseason? I have to say for me, it's probably sneakily Jamal Williams. I just think he's going to be a really fun guy to have in the locker room. And I think he's going to be a really dangerous piece to that Saints offense. So let me know, Who Dat Nation. I'm curious what you got to say. I'll be in the comment section interacting with y'all, liking and hearting all y'all's comments. So I'm excited to see what you have to say. All right, so in terms of some players working off to the side, let's get some injury news and some injury updates going on for some of these guys. Kendre Miller, your third-round draft pick, he was seen working off to the side. He's obviously dealing with that injury. He should be ready to go by training camp. That's the expectation. But it's worth noting he was present, just working to the side. Eno Benjamin, same situation. He was working off to the side, as well as so was Cesar Ruiz, as well as Trevor Penning and tight end Miller Forrestall. But in terms of players who weren't present, we'll get an injury update on Cesar Ruiz and Trevor Penning here in just a second. But these 10 players are the players who weren't present. And as of right now, we saw a lot of these guys they're veterans. The only one that is kind of concerning is Nick Saldiveri. Tight end Taysom Hill, Michael Thomas, all of these guys are key pieces to the team. But I will say this, Nick Saldiveri is the one to pay attention here. He was a draft pick that the Saints traded up to go and get. But let's get to Trevor Penning and Cesar Ruiz first. I have Nick Saldiveri coming up, but in terms of Trevor Penning and Cesar Ruiz, they should be ready to go. Dennis Allen says the expectation is they will be ready by training camp. And as for Nick Saldiveri, he's working through a calf issue, but he should be ready to go. He should be healthy. I don't think there should be any problems in terms of him having a delay in getting onto the field. I think he'll definitely make the final roster. I think he'll definitely be ready to roll for the regular season. And guys, this is why you subscribe. Because we bring y'all Saints news, updates, and all sorts of awesome content as soon as it comes in. I mean, OTAs wrapped up just a little bit ago. I hopped into the lab with my main man, producer Seeps, and we got this going. As you know, we're trying to get that goal of 15,000 subscribers. And I need you guys to do me a favor. If any of these 4 things apply to you, I want you to subscribe. I would love for you to subscribe. If you hate the Atlanta Falcons, obvious reason to subscribe. The number one reason outside of that, if you want daily Saints videos, we're out here trying to put out content every single day. The more subscribers you get, the more studio time that producer Seeps and I get, and the more content we can provide for y'all. You also should subscribe if you love live shows and interactive content. We go live every other Wednesday at 3 p.m., sometimes 4, just depending on how things are going. But it's all fun. We're talking football. We're chopping it up about the black and gold. And me and my main man, Seeps, are running shotgun. We're having a lot of fun. We're trying to just get to know you guys better, as well as y'all get to know us better. And the last reason, if you bleed black and gold, hit the dang sub button, lock us in, and turn on your notifications. So another battle that I'm really interested to see, another takeaway, was Allante Taylor versus Paulson Adebo. Now, this is going to be a very big battle for the two players because, as we know, Alontae Taylor was a breakout guy last year. In the limited snaps that he had, he was an absolute menace. So I'm curious to see what Dennis Allen is going to do with Paulson Adebo and Alontae Taylor because maybe you're not comfortable with having Bradley Roby in the slot. So you say, hey, Alontae Taylor showed he's an aggressive, non-scared, just absolute dog. Let's throw him in the slot and see what happens. And then you still get Paulson Adebo and Marshawn Lattimore as your CB1, CB2. Or you could also see it being one of the situations where Alontae Taylor takes over for Paulson Adebo and beats him out on that roster spot. Either way, he was wearing number 1 today. He just looks so damn good in that number, man. I think that this is just such a clean look for a cornerback. It's just icy. It's so clean. But guys, if you're excited for Alontae Taylor to lock it down this season against every team in the NFC South all year long and probably for the rest of his life, honestly, but as well as other teams like the Rams and the Titans and all those other frauds at the Giants, all those guys, I need you typing 1. Type 1 if you're excited for Alontae Taylor to lock it down for the New Orleans Saints this season. And as well as we talked about the defense, we talked about those two guys, Alontae Taylor and Paulson Adebo. Let's talk about some young, talented players on the offensive side. Wide receivers, they looked pretty good today. Chris Olave and A.T. Perry both had some pretty nice contested catches. The tight ends were getting a lot of work as well. And Brooke Kirkhofer, she tweeted this out, and I thought it was pretty interesting, so I wanted to share it as well. She said, the best thing that I saw from OTA's day one, unfortunately, there's no video. Chris Olave went up and caught a deep pass from Derek Carr with Marcus May in coverage. It's a good moment for Chris Olave after spending the offseason working on contested catches. Now, obviously, Chris Olave was working on contested catches. He was working on bulking up, adding some weight, adding some muscle. So it's good to see that that is now paying off, and we're seeing the benefits of it in practice. Hopefully that translates to real-time game play. All right. No smoke, no smoke. It's back, baby. We got that smoke. We got that smoke because according to Ross Jackson, shout out to you, Ross. I hope you're doing well, brother. Ross Jackson reported that Smoke Monday was in fact present at OTAs. I know a lot of y'all ask about him. I know a lot of y'all comment and have questions about Smoke Monday. I'm really high on him. I really hope that Smoke Monday makes the roster, or at least the practice squad, because I think that he's just such an intriguing player. Give him the opportunity to develop and be healthy. I think that he could be a sneaky good player in the Saints secondary. And also, best name in football, man. It's the best name. Come on. Like, there just isn't another one. So, guys, I need you to do me a favor. Shout me out a player that you're excited to watch this year. Name a player you're excited about. It could be anybody. It could be Jake Haener. It could be Kendre Miller, Jamal Williams, Michael Thomas, Taysom Hill, Marshawn Lattimore, Tyrann Mathieu, Demario Davis, Cam Jordan, A.T. Perry, Nick Saldiveri. You want me to keep going? I can. I could keep going for all day. But I need you to let me know who you're excited to watch this season. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say. To round things out, Jake Haener. We got to talk about him. He looks good. He looked really good today at OTAs. But before we round out and just show some photos of just OTA practice and everything kind of happening today, did y'all see that photo shoot he did? Did y'all see the photo shoot over at, what was it, Rookie Media Day? I mean, he's over here going full Zoolander. He's puckering the lips. He has these weird I mean, I'm sorry. I think it's hilarious. Derek Carr even thought it was funny. He had a quote today in his post-OTA press conference saying, I missed that class at Fresno State. So I thought that was pretty funny. It's just so dang hilarious to see Jake Haener have a little bit of fun and, bring the fun back to football. I mean, he's a rookie. Let the kid have some fun. So I thought that was funny, but let's just scroll through some pictures about OTAs, just, so y'all could see what happened. Rashid Shaheed, he's rocking number 22. We got the first look at him wearing the double deuces, as well as Jamal Williams. First time in the black and gold, the leading touchdown rusher of the 2022 NFL season. Dude, look at those. Pause, but look at his legs. They are huge. His thigh is the size of my head. I'm not kidding. This guy's going to be a problem for the NFC South. But then you got to go back to DC4, of course. Why not? Because Derek Carr wearing the black and gold. He's shredded. He's looking good. I can't wait to see DC4 lock it down and just run the table in New Orleans in the NFC South. And it's going to be a very exciting time in New Orleans for the black and gold at Caesars Superdome. And then Foster Moreau. The guy just snaps to Foster Moreau, claps to Foster Moreau. He's back, baby. He looks good. The black and gold looks good on him, too. I'll just say that. I think it's a really good look for him. But, hey, your shout out to him. The story, we all know it. I don't have to explain it to you guys. But the story's incredible. It's so fun to see him get into real football and to see him, battle cancer and win and get back in such a quick time. It's just such an awesome story to see. But guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you guys continue to hang out with us and check in with us throughout OTAs and the rest of the offseason. As y'all know, I need you to like this video, comment who dat down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, y'all stay golden. We'll catch you next time.